to pay attention to history as it's happening, that's a bit more advanced. Most people are not doing that, taking note while they are living life. Every generation can say that they're growing up in an interesting time, but for me, for my generation, graduated in 91, I didn't know how to turn a computer on the day I graduated from high school. Turn a computer on. This is how unfamiliar we needed to be. I mean, we didn't need to be familiar with computers. Went to college for a few years, got all my prerequisites out of the way, just started on my art degree, took a figure drawing class, and then I quit. That was because my friend and I were moving to Daytona Beach to open an airbrush shop, because I had been making a living airbrushing and I figured it was time to hit the big time in Florida, work my ass off for a few years. That didn't happen. It's really expensive to get a shop up and running. So a couple years later, I was in Phoenix. I was living down in Phoenix and I found the school I wanted to go to. It was graphic design school. Extremely excited when I found that school, and that's where I went. And I'm so glad I went for graphic design, because nobody needs to teach me fine art. Nobody needs to teach, well, everyone learns differently. And I like to teach myself. Some people would rather learn a different way, but learning the computer was much more important than someone showing me how to paint, because I already know how to do that. Even back then, if I wasn't such a great painter, I would get better. That's how it works. You always get better. I tell people that all the time. I say, well, the good news is you're not getting worse. You're getting better. Even if this painting you're working on right now isn't pleasing you, maybe, you're more skillful than you used to be. And when you put this painting away, this one that you don't like maybe, you're going to be more skillful on the next one. Went to college for a few years, got all my prerequisites out of the way, just started on my art degree, took a figure drawing class, and then I quit. That was because my friend and I were moving to Daytona Beach to open an airbrush shop, because I had been making a living airbrushing and I figured it was time to hit the big time in Florida, work my ass off for a few years. That didn't happen. It's really expensive to get a shop up and running. Imagine the people trying to control society and control culture, the controllers of humanity. I'm talking about the 0.0000001%. I'm talking about the tip top of the world. These people have to disseminate the master plan. So can you imagine trying to keep the people calm? Because every piece of information we get volatile, you know. Overpopulation, rah, rah, rah. Have you ever looked up overpopulation? Have you ever looked up the population rate of the Earth? Go look it up on Wikipedia and listen to Elon Musk when he tells you, 10 years ago, he was talking about this to the public. Overpopulation is a joke. It's a myth. Even Wikipedia, even the United Nations tells us that at 10 million, we will stop growing. That's about the point when we're going to stop growing. Maybe they were more specific, 10.5 million. I meant billions. I don't know, but over the years, they have updated the webpage. You can go look at it. Just go look at it. World population, Wikipedia. Each country, the growth rate. So all the first world countries, of course, we are going down in population, not up. Japan, especially. China had to adjust its birth rates. Remember, they had told you can't have a child or you were limited to one. Well, then they raised that. Then they raised it to 2. I don't know if they're still at that point, but their population, even China is saying what I just told you. Overpopulation is not their biggest issue. Underpopulation will be. And what happens is artificial intelligence is, well, it's already smarter than us. It's already making artwork as good as humans. And it's made instantly. Pretty much it puts people like me kind of out of work. Well, I like to say it like scientists do. There's theoretical physics, and then there's applied physics, science. Theoretical science and applied science. Same with art. There are theoretical artists. These are the fine artists that are on the cutting edge or trying to be. And then there are applied artists. These are graphic designers. Like I said, that's what I went to school for. And illustrators. So I think they're out of work. These people are out of work. Because in graphic design and illustration, yes, there's innovation and creativity. But there's a lot of footwork that's just, putting complementary colors together, etc., that kind of thing. Illustrating a man on a horse, etc., Have you looked at some of these AI programs? I mean, think about it. AI, a chat bot. These are available for us right now. And I'm game because I annoy the hell out of my friends on text. I'm texting long, intricate conversations in text because I like text. It's not invasive on my daily life. I can just throw some words down there and then read it in an hour or two and reply. I like that. Text is amazing for me in this way. But AI, chatbot, I'm probably going to make her female. Did you ever see the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix? Yeah, I'm going that route. I'm sitting here literally contemplating going that route. I swear to you, I'm not kidding. And it's a weird world. It's a really weird world. Now, I'm not a Luddite. Such and such invented the printing press. Anyway, the Luddites were against technology and they wanted to put their foot down. So I'm not one of those. I'm not against technology. I'm like Elon. I'm trying to look at what's the practical safety condition that we got to work on. That's exactly what Elon said to himself. And he said, well, we will be merging with AI. This is a fact. So he started working on that. He started working on that. Instead of some government agency, some faceless bureaucracy, you can't stop the machine kind of deal. He said, well, instead of that, how about I'll work on it? Now, some people, they don't know if they can trust Elon or not. I get it. I love Elon, and I feel the same way. I don't know if I can trust Elon or not. Can we trust the man? Who really knows? But I look at his motivation. His intentions are good. He's in certain groups that want the right thing. Compassionate capitalism. That's not the word. That's not the term that his group uses. That's a book I have, but I can't wait to read it. But that's what it's about. How to use capitalism for the right purposes. Because bureaucracy is not going to do it. Faceless government is not going to do it. They are not on our side. I don't know how else to say it. They're not on our side. And you might say, well, why would a corporation be on our side? That's the challenge. We have to figure out how corporations can work to our benefit. How can we keep them visible and transparent? And we have something called the blockchain. If you don't know what blockchain technology is, you need to go look it up. Bitcoin is based on that. Cryptocurrency is based on that. But we can use government. We can use it for government. It's transparency. It's a technological advancement that guarantees transparency. We don't have transparency right now. Blockchain technology is transparency. You can't operate it without this level of transparency that I'm talking about. Now, does it have problems? Sure, yes, everything has problems. This is a new paradigm that we're talking about. It's not bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is designed to slow everything down. We don't need that right now. We don't need slowing down. We need nimble. We need nimble. We have too many problems facing us. Way too many. But anyway, artificial intelligence. Have you played with the AI art programs? It's bizarre. You put the words in. Let's say you tell them black cat with tan stripes walking across the top of paintings, colorful paintings. You know, you put that in there, and then you generate art based on your words, and the art is generated in a matter of 10 seconds. It changes everything, folks. Just completely changes everything. Animation is right there. We're right at the border. It's just about to happen. I taught an animation class. It was Flash animation. I can't stand Flash. So it wasn't real fun to teach. I wish I taught Photoshop. I would probably still be teaching today. Well, maybe not, because the bureaucracy of college, it's insane. It's insane. I can't stand it. Please share my video. Would you? Would you please brag about your friend Sorg? Because then when I hit the big time, you can brag about yourself. Hey, I'm so cool.
Is there sound?
Just need some of this action right here. Yep. I like it.
Yeah. Ooh. So